Hi guys, welcome to my channel Think More. I'm Shivalika and I'm a student of Masters in Journalism and Mass Comm. So you might have got astonished that why I'm singing why this cola very deep suddenly. Yes. I am a Tamilian dude. Sorry. Am I a Tamilian? No. But I can sing the song. That means I am a pro in Tamil. Maybe. Exactly, it's a maybe. Because singing a song or saying a word doesn't make you are a pro in Tamil language. Yes. So to know more about how can you be pro and what is all about, let's begin the classes.
Hello everyone, welcome to the classes of soft skill. In this class, we will be able to know what is language proficiency. Before knowing what is language proficiency is all about, let us listen from a very famous personality, Nelson Mandela. His famous quote is, "If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his own language, that goes to his heart." So, a famous person like Nelson Mandela himself said how important a language is to communicate to anyone, to a person. If you want to do a effective communication, a language is a very, very important tool. So let us begin what is language proficiency is all about. So in this chapter, we will able to know number 1, introduction, that will give you a knowledge about language proficiency. Number 2 will be what are the importance of language proficiency for the better understanding of language proficiency. Number 3, last but not the least, will be how to know anyone or you are language proficient enough or not. So let's begin with chapter 1. So first, what is language? The method through which humans communicate, whether spoken or written, is known as language. Language is a method through which a person conveys his or her message. Number 2 is what is proficiency? Proficiency has been derived from a Latin word which is known as prophecy, meaning useful or make progress. So, proficiency has been derived from that word prophecy. Proficiency means high skill or expertise. So, a person who is expert in that particular language is known as language proficiency. Language proficiency means to know whether expertise of the language is known as the language proficiency. So what is language proficiency? Language proficiency cannot be properly described because it has lot of meaning. Lot of famous person have said about language proficiency. They have given their own meaning. So language proficiency, proficiency in language is somewhat difficult to define, though I have found a meaning which can be quite similar to language proficiency. Language proficiency is a measure of how well an individual has mastered a language. So how an individual has gained a knowledge about that language is known as the language proficiency. Proficiency of a language can be measured in various language skill. So what are the skills of skill of language to express and receptive? So what are the skills? Those are syntax. Syntax means the combination of word into a sentence. How you are using a word into a sentence, that is how we know that you are mastered enough in that language or not. Then comes the vocabulary. How many stock of words you have to convey in that language a message. Next comes the semantics. Semantics, the way in which sound and meaning relate. And other areas that demonstrate language ability. So this was all about language proficiency. What are the 4 domains of language proficiency? How, like domains means area. So what are the 4 areas to know whether you or any person is proficient in that language or not? First comes reading. If a person is able to read that language properly, can be known as language master of that language. If a person is like, by the way he is reading, if he or she is reading in not a easy flow manner, then you can understand that person, he or she is not easy with that language or like mastered in that language. So reading is one of the area from where you can judge whether a person is language proficient enough or not. Next is writing. If a person is writing in a particular language, if the flow of writing, like whether the words which are used is loquial or bombastic, you can understand how much mastered he or she is in that particular language. Next comes speaking. The way a person speaks also shows how much he or she is mastered in that language. If a person is easily speaking in that language, that means like smooth speaking, there is no breakage, then we can understand that person have a knowledge on that language. But if a person, he or she is somehow breaking in between their sentence or taking a pause or taking lot of errors, we can understand that he or she is not that much mastered in that language. Last but not the least, listening. If a person is listening, that means he is understanding that language. If a person is not understanding, then he or she will not listen to you. So listening is also a biggest area to know whether a person, he or she, is mastered in that language or not. So these were the 4 areas. Now comes factors of language proficiency. So what are the factors which affect, what are the determinants of proficiency? Like how a mastered of proficiency, like proficiency means getting a mastered, like getting effective in that particular language, getting a knowledge, a skillful knowledge. So how acquiring a knowledge in language, under which factors it is dependent on? First factor is environmental factor. Environmental factor is one of the biggest factor to know whether a language, like if somebody, so for example, what is environmental factor? Environmental factor relates to the social and the personal context of learning to attain proficiency. Suppose, for example, a person who is Bengali but trying to learn Hindi, he is proficient enough, maybe proficient enough in Bengali because that is his or her mother tongue. But when he or she is trying to learn Hindi, environment is the biggest factor, whether it will help him or her to acquire that knowledge, acquire that language perfectly or not. Suppose if he stays in a society where most of the people are talking in Hindi, then his language proficiency of learning that Hindi language will definitely be in a verge of good, like positive notion, because everybody is talking in Hindi, so he also has to talk in Hindi. Whether he is Bengali or not, that won't affect. So that will help to skill that language more. But if a person who is Bengali and trying to learn Hindi but stays in a society where most of the people are Bengali, then he will learn that Hindi language, but it will be hard for him or her to get easily able to acquire that knowledge. So that was environmental factor. Second factor is individual factor. Individual factor shows the person in personal ability to acquire that skill, that knowledge. For example, at that time, intelligence, aptitude or ability will come into factors. Like if a person's how fast he is able to learn that language or how fast he is able to master that language, it sometimes depends on personal intelligence or how much time they are spending on it. It also becomes a factor of language proficiency. So these were the two determinants of language proficiency. One was environmental, other was individual factor. Now comes importance of language proficiency. In our previous chapter, we have got to know what is all about language proficiency. Now, why language proficiency is important? Number 1 is career goals. So, if a person, lot of people tries lot of different careers. For example, somebody is a journalist, somebody is a medicine is working in a medicine, or somebody is a social worker, or somebody is businessman. So everybody who are acquiring this specific career goals, like in military, voluntary services, law enforcement, he or she has to know lot of languages, because in those kind of careers they are going to communicate with lots of varieties of people coming from variety backgrounds. So at that time, if he or she is having a good language skill of foreign language, it benefits them in their career to know people well. If they are knowing people well, how to know the people well? By communicating with them. How they will communicate? Not through language. And if they can speak their language, then it becomes very easier to make them understand what you want to say, and it is very easy to understand what those peoples are trying to say. So we can understand language proficiency is very important for career. Number 2 is travel. Suppose if you are traveling from your state to other state or nation, so it is very important that before going to other countries or other state, you should know about their language. You should know and you should learn, so that when you are traveling, it helps you, because while traveling you have to communicate with lot of peoples, and for communication language is very important. So if you know that particular language, suppose you are going to German, and if you do not know Germany, then you have to face lot of problems. But if you know the Germany language, it will be easy to convey your message to the particular person of German, and it will be easier to know from them as well as what they want to say in Germany. So for traveling also, language proficiency is very needed. Number 3 importance is, if one is interested in literature, history, politics or culture, knowing more than one language is important, because there are a lot of literatures in our society, lot of history, lot of cultures, and if you want to know about any culture, about any literature, about any history, language proficiency is very required, because a literature of a particular region will be written in that particular language. So if you are proficient enough in a language of that particular region, then it will be helpful for you to understand that literature or history or politics or culture of that area easily. Students are often surprised to learn that many graduate programs, especially in the humanities, require a reading knowledge of French, German or other language, no matter what their area of specialization is. So in education, in also language proficiency is needed. Number 3 is sharpening intellectual skill. So to interact with lot of people, to increase your intellectual skill, learning a second language helps you improve your memory. It has been shown that if you know more than one language, it affects your brain. It affects in a positive notion of your brain. It helps strengthening your memory system. It helps sharpening your skill. So language proficiency means knowing more than one language. Mastering of one language is very important. The last but not the least chapter is how to know you are language proficient. How you will know that you are language proficient or not? Let's scale it up. So following are the skills through which you are able to know in which section of a particular language you are standing for to the verge of masters. Number 1 comes the basic knowledge. This is the elementary level equivalent to 101 or 102 colleges courses. 101 or 102 college courses. Knowledge of vocabulary word, like suppose you are able to know any vocabulary particular word. Suppose I am a Bengali and I am going to learn Hindi. So I may have acquired some vocabulary words like tum, aap, khana, pani. So these are vocabulary. This speaking of particular word doesn't makes you a mastered in that particular language. So if you know any kind of vocab of any language, you are not enough proficient. You are proficient but not enough proficient. Number 2 is conversant. If you are a situation when you are able to converse, like suppose you are able to recite a sentence, आप कैसे हो और हमें खाना खाना है और आपका नाम क्या है. By speaking particular sentence, basic sentence to communicate doesn't makes you enough proficient that you will say that yes, I have learned Hindi language properly. Yes, you are language proficient, but you cannot say that I have learned entirely Hindi language. So that is conversant. Number 3 stage is proficiency. Yes, the word proficiency means a well advanced skill level. In terms of language, the proficiency level can refers to someone who is very skilled in the use of language, but who uses the language less easily and at a less advanced level that a native or a fluent speaker can. Suppose you have learned Hindi by gathering the words, vocabs. First you have gathered your vocabs about Hindi. Then you have tried speaking, arranging the words in a sentence. And now you are able to speak as well as understand, as well as write, as well as listen that particular Hindi language. But that doesn't means, but you at that time you are not as fluent enough as a people speaking of, like a native people speaking of that language. A person who is born, like whose mother tongue is Hindi, can speak very more efficient enough than what you are speaking at that level. So when you are learning a language and you have vocab as well as you can converse, you can understand, you can write, but not that fluently, that stage is known as proficiency. At that stage you can say yes, I am proficient in that language, but I am not fluent in that language. Number 4 is fluency. Yes, fluency means easy flow of any kind, easy flow of that particular language. Suppose when you can talk easily, walk easily, like talk in, like you must have heard that dialogue of Amitabh Bachchan. I can talk English, I can walk English, I can everything in English. So that means that when you are able to read properly that language, write properly that language, comprehend enough about that language, like you can understand that language, you can speak that language, that is a time when you say I am fluent enough in that particular language. So fluency means you have reached a almost a mastered level of that language. So that is what known as language proficiency. Last but not the least is the native language or native speaker. The language that is your primary language. Suppose I am a Bengali and I am going to learn a Hindi. So my primary language is Bengali. So I will be more fluent and I will be more it will be more easy to understand in Bengali than for me to in Hindi, because language which I have learned after my birth is more easier to understand than a language which is learned laterly in my life. So we have come to our end of our slide. The last is bilingual. Bilingual is when a person is fluent in both the languages. Suppose you are a Bengali but you are residing in USA for a longer time. Suppose you are Bengali and you are staying in USA for 10 years. So definitely you will acquire American accent. Accent means you will be more comfortable to, you will be as much as comfortable in Bengali as in America, because for 10 years you are residing in that society. The factor environment will walk over here. So at that time you can say yourself you are bilingual, that you can speak Bengali as well as English very fluently, easily. So this is a graph, this is a scale. As I have named earlier my stages, the other language proficiency differ the name by saying novice, intermediate, advanced, superior and distinguished. So these are the names, and what I have said is also the same as, like the meaning of the codes are same as the term of the codes in this graph. So thank you. This was all I had to say. If you have more queries, you can email me in thinkmore.jmc1@gmail.com, as well as I am on Insta, LinkedIn and Facebook. Thank you and have a nice day.